Okay, hello, Miss. So today I'm making my mini project with O, and my name is Lykuoyhay. I'm from Section 4. So my project name is Bacll Grade Finder, and this program is a C++ program that calculates and displays the score and grade of a student in a national exam in Cambodia. And you may know it as a Bacll. Yes. So the feature C++ that I use in this program would be a class and object, data type, input and output, loop and condition, array and function. And I put loop and condition at the same because mostly when I use loop, I always have a if and else statement. So my functionality, I will explain you in the code. Uh, so here I create a class name Bacll score, and I have a private data, a lot of private data. So you see here, this is a subject and a score, and you may wonder why I put this as integer. So as I researched and asked my instructor from high school, and he said that in the correcting score in Bacll exam, the rule that there's no the decimal score. So if the student got 100 and half, so they maybe got 101 or either 100, they cannot get 100 and half. That's the rule. So I will declare all my variable as integer. So here, mostly I use array because there's a lot value that I have to get, and since it's a data type, the same data type, so I use array. So mostly it's score, max score, and domain point. So max score is here is I talk about each subject. So there's one subject, and the main subject is math. This is in science, but in social science is Khmer. So it's 125, and another is 75, 75, 75, and 15, 15. So the domain overall, which I mean that is easy to determine that this is the student get A, B, C, D, E, L, then they got F. So here I declare child grade here A, B, C, D, E, F. So that's the same, and point here. So I just point here to store the array, the value from the score here. So the student will the user will input, and I use this to store the point, and this for the science, and this for social science here. So the main point here, you may wonder what is it? This is the main point is talk about the grade of each subject. So here is a for math. So math is 125. So I use here to determine that. So how the student get the grade like A, B, C, D, E like that. It's below, then it get F like that. And the same apply to the four subject here, the 75, and here is 15. So here's just a string subject 1 and 2 is for science and social science here. So make sure that I store the correct array. Uh, So first and you see that here is the in tab, and why I don't put in tab in the private data, because I want it accessible to outside the class. So in the main function here, uh in the main function I use type here, so it accessible. But if put it in private, it cannot. So that's why I use type in the public. So move to the first function. So I put the select class. So is the function is talk about the how this, a user can choose like science or social science. So the program will show like this, and then we ask the user to input either number one or two. If L it's not that number one or two, then the user have to input again until the correct one. So I move to the function import social science. So this two is the same, do the same, have the same functionality. Like they have to get the input from the user as a store and store the point in array. So I can explain this one. So here I just loop and show the subject that I declare top here, and let the user input. So I determine that if the user input validate or not. So if the score lower than 0, which means that the score cannot be negative and cannot be higher than max score that I declare here max score. So if the condition here is true, so the user will input again. But if not, then the store point here, we store the point from the score. It applies the same to this function. So move to this function here, this is the return grade science. So return grade science, which means I talk about the grade of each subject. So I saw the point, then I put the domain point here, as I said before. So the domain point is talk about A, B, C, D, E. So if the score it uh, higher or equal to domain point 0, 1, 2, like that, they will get the grade that they are supposed to be like A, B, C, D, E. And then I put N, L, and C out here. So here is the same. It's here for math. So math is higher since that math is 125. And here I put is for loop is a 1 to 5, which means that it applies to four subject that has a 75 point. So if 1, 2, 3, 4. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. I talk about chemistry, physics, and biology and Khmer. So they have a 75 here. I 25 points. So for the for loop and the apply here is for history and English. So and it bring out the grade, and that's it. And then the same functionality as the top. That here is a social science and the top one is science. And move to the overall overall score. It simple, just do the normal for loop. So I declare in overall equal to 0 and type if type equal to 1, which means it's talk about the science. So since it's science, I put it point 1 that I saw from the user, but it's a L, it's social science, so I put it point 2. So here for loop is overall plus equal to point 1 in array. Then is start from 0 until 6. So it's index of our array. So you may wonder why it's minus 25. So it's the but loop that they get it is English is the bonus subject. So English doesn't have any coefficient. So they plus every subject except English, that English minus 25 and then plus with another subject. That's why I take the overall minus equal to 25. So here the loop here is for this one only because I don't put the bracket here. So here overall and return overall. And then to move to the function here is the overall grade. So overall grade is talk about the grade of overall. Like if I get 380, so what could I get? A, B, C, D, E like that. So the overall grade I put here as an array here. Or domain overall. So I use here overall grade I use char, so I will return the grade I get like A, B, C, D, E, F, like I say. So I use the index here is a 0 and 5. So uh the- if overall is equal greater and equal the domain overall, then it would be return grade E, like the same as the array that we declare. And then I use the function char to return the grade of 5. It can be uh, A, B, C equal until F. Yes. So move to the string result here. Result is simple. So I put char mark equal to overall grade here. So the overall grade is equal to F. Then you fail. Uh, if it's not F, then it should be A, B, C, D, E, and then it's a pass. So to move to the in main function is normal. Just create the object, calculate bottom score, and the the this object is set to the select class, which means that I explain at the top, and after the select, and then I clear the screen, so it make it more good looking and readable. And then I check is the type equal to 1 or 2. If 1, then it's science. If 2, it's social science. So first I put the input to get the value, and then I clear the screen again, and then I see out the result by return grade, and it's also another three function. So I can run the test for you. Okay, so here is a program. So which is I put three is wrong because it's one and two. So I put one. So for science, here is the subject for science. So math is a subject that only have from 0 to 125. So if I put higher than that, it will be asked to put again. Or negative one, it will be asked to put again. But if I put is element is to be correct. It's applied to the another subject the same. So I put chemistry is 725. So physics is 16. Uh, biology is 45. Maths is 32. History is 45. 15, and then you get the result. Here the result is map A, B, D, F, A, and overall score is a plus from this all subject minus 25 because English. So it's a 407, and since 407 is a B, and then you pass the exam. Oh, sorry, shit. So I run again for you. So here I put once again. So I want to make sure it's a correct program. So I put a one, here two, here. Since I put all F and since the score here is not higher than 275, so all if F and you fail the exam. And that's it all my program about. Thank you, Miss, for your time watching the video. Bye.